Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. We're going to be taking the EZA PHY Future Gohan into ESBR. We're doing it in the highlight reel kind of cut out style format. But as always, if you have been enjoying the content on the channel recently, don't forget to hit the like button down below and also considering hitting that big red subscribe button. All the support is very much appreciated. Let's keep the momentum going that we've had going, and yeah, that would be great. But with me taking a little bit of time to do some of these videos recently, there's just been so much content to cover when it comes to Dokkan. Even though we're kind of in that period of, and I've spoken about it a few times, of what we're getting is nice, but we're in that tunnel vision. We're just waiting for the 7-year anniversary. I've kind of let a few videos kind of stack up a little bit again, besides the, of course, Dragon Ball Heroes stuff, and then on top of Ultra Impact releasing as well. It's been a bit mad with content, and I don't really want to be uploading like 3 to 5 videos every day because I just feel like it's a bit much. But I mean, if you guys want to see that, then let me know down in the comments, and also don't forget to smash the like button. Then I'll know that that's something you'd want. So do let me know. But I don't like I said, I've said this before, I don't like uploading like 3 to 5 videos every single day, constantly. I don't know, it feels like it's a little bit much. But with Gohan being up for quite a little bit now, I thought let me do it in the chopped up kind of highlight reel kind of style format. And you notice the video is like around about the 8-minute mark. If I had chopped up the final phase as well in this Hybrid Saiyans ESBR, the video probably would have been about 5 to 6 minutes long. So I've left that uncut. I didn't realize I actually went for it quickly. But I think that kind of shows testament to how good he is and how good Hybrid Saiyans is in general and how good and bulky they can be. So, Future Gohan, I did say when he dropped, of course, he would be very good. A very good EZA, which of course he definitely is. We've already tested him in the Legendary Vegeta event and he was amazing there. I do think also he'll be great in the GT Goku event as well. He'll take a little bit of extra damage considering Goku does a little bit of extra damage, but other than that, he should be able to handle himself fine. And the ESBR, he done just the same thing. He was very, very good here. The only detriment to him, and it's not even really a detriment, it just means he isn't the best possible defensive he can be, or defensively that he can be, because part of his kit is to do with getting his damage reduction after 4 turns. And to be honest, when you're hitting turn 4, you've probably made it at least halfway, if not the majority, through your your run on that phase, by the time you get to turn 4. So that's kind of the only downside with him in ESBR. Other than that, he's fantastic. So if you put him in slot 2, you're going to be greatly raising attack and defense when you super, which is when he's going to be at his best defensively, probably for the majority of each phase you do. Because as I said, by the time you get to turn 4, you're at least halfway through completing probably that phase of the ESBR stage you're doing. As I said, that's kind of the only bad side to him. And even then, it's not really bad. It just means you're not having his full damage reduction, so you'll be taking a little bit of extra damage. It isn't amazing defense he has, because of course the less HP remaining, the greater defense boost he had. So half the time I don't even have that much defense. I don't even have, funnily enough, I'm pretty sure I didn't even have a Trunks on this team, did I? No, I didn't even have a Future Trunks unit on this team as well. So that means he wasn't even getting his 120% attack and defense, and he was still putting out like just over 3 million attack stat, which is pretty good when you think about how much damage he can do if there is a Trunks unit on the team. Or attacking in the same turn, should I say. His damage output was still good, over 3 million. He had no 120% defense. He, half the time, as I said, didn't have his full 158% defense because we had, pretty much above half health for all times for the majority. So that means before turn 4, he literally had the minimalist amount of defense you can imagine, while also getting, the 50% on super attack, which obviously is a big help. But defensively, that means his defense in terms of numbers wasn't that high. And he was still doing very good. Granted, he does get damage reduction by 30% immediately. But 30% and literally not that much defense at all. And he was still tanking really well. Double digits on basics. I don't think he got supered. But if he got supered, you're talking over 100k to 200k probably. Which, in terms of ESBR, not bad because it wouldn't get you killed. But that's kind of a prediction, to be fair. And don't get me wrong, I love the AGL sidebanner Gotenks that came out with the Goku Vegeta that fused into Gogeta. But he was stunning a lot. Honestly, he is such a good unit, by the way. If you don't have him and you get him, make sure any ESBR stage you can use him on, make sure you take him. He is very, very good. The fact he has an AoE that can stun everyone, is very, very handy. But yeah, other than that, Future Gohan was tanking very well. Once we did get up to turn 4, past turn 4, that's when Future Gohan starts stacking his defense by an extra, what is it, 4 turns, isn't it? Plus an additional damage reduction of 7% at the start of each turn up to 28%. Yeah, so 4 turns. Once we got past turn 4 of the stacking of the damage reduction, he had his full damage reduction. As I said, we had no Future Trunks unit attacking in the same turn as him. We had no Future Trunks unit on the team at all. So no extra attack and defense. As I already said, his damage output is great anyway. And even, you know, without the extra attack and defense plus 120, he was still putting out over 3 million attack stat, doing some decent numbers, especially obviously with ESBR having the more enemies, the easier it is to take them down because they have less health and less defense, etc. He was doing quite a bit of damage, especially if he crit. He was still doing like 2 to 3 million on a crit, I think, which obviously is amazing. You know, when you think about year 7, those numbers really do get blown out of the water, but it's still very good nonetheless. But, you know, once we got past turn 4, even without the defense, you know, the biggest defense boost from having the less HP remaining, even without the attack and defense plus 120 from having a Future Saga Trunks attacking in the same turn, defensively, he is still very, very good. Hardly any defense, 58% damage reduction, and then raising his attack and defense on Super. Defensively, he is still very, very good. We've seen it in the Vegeta event. He can tank a Super for like 100k, even without the extra defense, even without the defense boost he gets, you know, the lower HP remaining. And the same can be said here. Honestly, this EZA is fantastic. Like, it is so good. And I've said this before as well. He is so well-rounded. Good damage output, even without all of his links active. Bearing in mind, I had him linked with basically his younger self, you know, from the different timeline. I had him linked up with the AGL LR Gohan, which they only shared 4 links together. I say only, that's not bad. That's kind of average you're kind of looking for, 4 or 5. You know, they only shared 4 links together. And he's still putting out 3 million attack stat. If he got an additional off, he would have greatly raised his attack and defense even more. So you're talking like 3.2, 3.3 million attack stat. And then that's extra defense as well. But the main thing being, he can hold his own in ESBR, even without the extra defense by having less HP, and without the extra added bonus of attack and defense from having a Future Saga Trunks ally attacking in the same turn. So with not a lot of defense and only, you know, not even his full 58% damage reduction, he still tanks pretty well, which is very good when considering, as I said, you have to wait till turn 4 to have his damage reduction maxed out. Which, as I said, by the time then, you're probably at least halfway through an ESBR phase or an ESBR fight before he even gets anywhere close to his full damage reduction. And when he does get it, as I said before, he's pretty much untouchable. And if he had the extra defense as well and he had Trunks on the team, unkillable. He is great for both longer and shorter events. The final test he does have is against GT Goku event. I'm going to end this one here. As always, I'll see you in the next video, guys, and peace.